So here's the update on the Escalade, the stolen Escalade. So Turo investigators are on it. APD is not. APD, Albuquerque Police Department, has too many stolen car cases, I'm sure. And they don't care about stolen cars. Literally, they don't care. So the Turo investigator is the one that's on everything. Turo was the rental car platform that I was on, that I was renting cars out on. And the guy who rented my car basically stole it, him and his son. The Turo investigator already did an investigation. They investigated me, 1 hour long conversation. They investigated the son and the guy who rented my car and his son. I just said that. The guy who rented my car and his son. And they investigated them for like a couple hours. And the Turo investigator, after the investigation was over, it's basically like they're coming in for questioning. But the Turo investigator is not here. He's in Arizona, so it's like they're doing questioning over the phone. And he came to the conclusion after the investigation with those guys that they stole it. So the son apparently stole a car a couple months before mine, and it was never found. They ended up paying out the Turo host, the owner of the car. They ended up paying him out. I don't know. He didn't say, but they ended up making their car, as a total loss. They put it as a total loss and they paid him out whatever they got paid. So the car that they stole before mine was tracked in Mexico. I guess the owners, the Turo host, tracked it in Mexico before they cut off the tracker. So it was last tracked there until it got cut off, until it got disabled. They weren't able to track it anymore, and that was it. It was never found. So I'm assuming once it goes to Mexico, they chop it for parts. And anyways, so when you go into Mexico, the Turo investigator told me that when the cars go into Mexico, they scan their plate. The license plate scanned. He said that my plate hasn't been scanned as like going in there. So it could mean one of three things. Number one, they used a different side road or some special way to get to Mexico and not going through Border Patrol. Because I guess there's ways that people know how to do it. Number two, they put a different license plate on my car, so they took off my license plate, put a different one on to get through the border. Or number three, it never went into Mexico. But it probably did because they can't find it anywhere. I last tracked it in El Paso before they actually disabled my OnStar. It was last tracked over there. So based on the history of the son and the guy's son taking a car to Mexico, and it was never found. So they chopped it for parts, I'm sure. So apparently that's what they're doing. They think it's a pattern with these guys taking it to Mexico. Somebody's paying them so the Turo investigator told me this, that someone's probably paying these guys, not just them, but anybody that's involved in the cartels or trafficking. They're paid to rent a car on Turo. I don't know about Enterprise or Hertz or anything like that. I don't know if they're targets. I'm sure they are. But anyway, they get paid to rent a car off Turo. And they get instructed on where to leave the car, according to the Turo investigator. He's an auto theft investigator, so he deals with all auto thefts. And in his experience with Turo doing all of this, he says that's the same shit every time. They investigate. They find out this information that they're paid to rent a car. They're instructed on where to leave the car. Take it to here, take it to this location. Mine, they think that they were instructed to take it to El Paso, Texas. Because my car sat at a gas station for like a day. Every time I tracked it, it was at the same gas station in El Paso, Texas. And it was like, I don't know if it was a whole day, but I tracked it at night, and then I tracked it again like 4 hours later. It was like into the morning hours. And it was at that same gas station. So they think that they paid the guys to rent the car off Turo, take it to the gas station. That's where they were instructed to leave it. And then the traffickers or the cartel people or whatever, people that chop it for parts, they pick it up and they just give it to somebody. And they get away with it because their story is, it was stolen from my house. Turo guy rents my car Saturday, May 18th. He had a 3-day rental. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. He was supposed to return the car Tuesday, basically 4-day rental, I guess. Tuesday, he wanted to extend it 1 day. No, Monday. It was supposed to end Monday, and then he tried to extend it till Tuesday. So I accepted it because it's not uncommon for Turo customers to need, I need 1 more day on the rental. It's not uncommon. So I extended him. Same day, he asked to up his insurance. Oh, I got the lowest insurance plan on Turo. It's like a protection plan that covers them in the event of an accident or whatever. Turo customers have to get one of those. Anyways, he said he got the basic one. He wanted the next one up. I said, you have to call Turo for that. So that was a red flag. Why do you want to up your insurance? You only have 1 day left on the car. So, anyways, he tried to up it again. He tried to extend 1 more day again. He was supposed to return the car on Wednesday with the new extension. And then I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't even freaking remember anymore. I'm just so lost. Anyways, so I did not accept the extension. Because trying to up the insurance in the middle of the trip when he had 1 day left and then trying to extend it 1 more day, it was already fishy. So I said no. I denied the extension on the Turo app. So 3 hours later, after he was supposed to return the car, at 10 a.m. 4 hours later, actually, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he said, the car was stolen from my house. What do we do now? Like, dude, why didn't you call the cops? You walk outside. I walked outside and it was gone. Dude, if it was legit, you call the cops. Well, you alert the Turo host. Hey, like me, I'm the Turo host. He said, the car was stolen. I'm calling the cops. Or he could have called me instead of just messaging. And he didn't do nothing. He didn't call the cops or nothing. He left the keys in the car. I said, was there glass broken outside your house? No, there was no glass. I was like, well, how did they steal the car? Oh, I left the keys in there. Liars. Long story short, Turo investigators said they stole it. They came to the conclusion that they stole it. I guess they can't really tell me everything they said. He just summarized the info, but the Turo investigator literally said, you stole this car. Either you admit it, or I'm going to make your life very difficult. Oh no, it was stolen from my house. They stick to their story that it was stolen from their house, but these investigators have experience in investigating people and interviewing people. And Turo investigators like, no, they stole it and we're going to get them and I'm going to contact APD to find out who is on your case, because they assign a stolen vehicle to a auto theft investigator with APD. So they're going to get on it with that, which I don't think APD is going to do anything. The Turo investigator says, I don't think we're going to find your car. To be honest with you, I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything, but the last car that these guys took ended up in Mexico. It was never found. We ended up paying them out for a total loss, the owners of the car. To be honest with you, I don't think we're going to find your car. I think this is a similar case to the last one. Well, we're going to get these guys. I'm going to call APD and I'll keep you posted. APD isn't going to do anything. They're just too busy. It's not like they don't care. It's just they're too busy. They have too many cars, stolen cars to deal with. It's stolen cars are the least of their worries. So literally, it's a bunch of low-life people getting on Turo and stealing cars, and they're involved in the cartels or involved in whatever they're involved in. They probably get paid a lot of money to rent the cars and drop off the car wherever they're instructed to drop it off, and then whoever takes it to Mexico. They change out the plates, whatever they do to get through the border. So I don't know. He doesn't think we're going to find it. So May 22nd was the day it was reported stolen. I have till June 22nd. If it's not returned to me by then, they're going to pay me out the actual cash value. I said, well, my actual cash value is $10,000 less than what I owe, according to my VIN on Edmunds. I know they use Edmunds, Kelly Blue Book, the NADA, whatever it is. They use a lot of stuff. The Turo investigator was like, don't worry. We look into it to see how much you owe too. We look to see how much you owe and all that. So hopefully Turo will pay me out what I owe, or not me, the Sandia Area Federal Credit Union, which is my lien holder for the Escalade. And then what hurts me is that I just bought it 6 months ago. I was so excited about it. Never put a car on Turo that you love so much. Yeah, well, that Escalade was making me $100 a day, and Mac has been on Turo a long time, and I thought I was going to be good. I have bad luck. Bad shit happens to you. I'm done with Turo. I'm not doing it anymore. They steal cars on there. It's going to become a stealing car website. For people that are on Turo, don't put a car that you care about on there. So hopefully they pay me out. Hopefully they pay out the lien holder, Sandia Area, what I owe on the car. And then if I take him to small claims court, hopefully I get some there for the emotional hardship, the financial burden, just in case I owe money on the car, in case they don't give me everything, the stress, I belong to Facebook groups for Cadillac Escalade lovers. I had to unjoin them all because I keep getting newsfeed. Cadillac Escalade lovers group, right? They post stuff about their Escalade and stuff. I had to go through all my Escalade lover Facebook groups and unjoin them, like leave group. I can't do it. I see it escalate on the road. I have to turn away. I'll heal in time. I know it hurts. It's just a car. Everybody tells me it's just a car. But it's a car you love. You put it on Turo, you make $100, which if I would have kept my own car, I'd probably still have it if I would have never put it on Turo. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, right?